Okay. Good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum wabarakatuh. Jazakallah khair for joining again today to another wonderful session. From the first day we started, passion to profession. I know that we have learned a lot of things. We have also learned from personalities that we have brought in. And I will like us to put in the chat box anywhere you are joining us from, either live or the YouTube, put in the chat box and let us know how you are feeling this morning. How are you feeling this morning generally? How have you been? How was your night? Expecting your response. If you can hear me, please signify that you can hear me while I rate your responses. I'm not able to read any response yet. Is it me? Is it my network? Please let me know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, ma.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So do we have comments from the YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
This as about MPC 9 to 11. What did you come?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I have okay. Assalamu alaikum. I'm feeling good. This is Bilal. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're moving on to today's class. I was before moving on, actually, I want to know how many people that was able to watch. Yesterday's replay. How many of you were able to? So let's put in the chat box if you are able to watch yesterday's replay and give me one or two lessons from the replay. Wait your response. Before we move on to today's lesson, today is going to be a big one. Please, anytime you cannot, if I'm not audible, kindly confirm that I'm not audible so that I can recap myself, because network has been going on and off. I don't know what's really happening. But then if you are able to carry me along, I will know that if you're on the same page or not. So I have Yusra, I have Bilal. Were you able to watch yesterday's class, the replay? while we await your responses, I just hope you can all hear me. I hope so. You can all hear me. While we wait for that, let's move on to this class. Let's move on to this class. And for today, we will be talking about branding and confidence. Branding and confidence. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Readers, please, I need to get responses when I ask. I need to get responses, please. I'm also on the YouTube. I'm trying to look at those people that are responding, but I'm not getting any response here. I don't know if Yusra and Bilal are still with us, or the network has also yanked them off.
Okay, ma, let me get back. Let me confirm.
Please do, because I really want this to be interactive. Okay, thank you, Bilal, for your response. That you wrote there was a kind of misunderstanding. Okay, no problem, that's fine. So I think you can move on then. So today we're talking about branding and confidence. Branding and confidence. What do you understand by branding? What do you understand by branding? Can you put in the chat box and let me know what's your opinion about branding? I want to be very interactive. What do you understand by branding? Everybody listening to me, please put there what you understand by branding. What is branding? How does it link to your confidence? So while I rate that also, let's move on. Branding and confidence. That is positioning yourself for opportunities. You might have skills and passion, just like I've been saying from day one. Skills, passion, skills, passion. You might have skills and passion, or if no one knows you, you don't exist. Whatever that you know is just within you. Not until when people see you, notice you, before you know that all these things that you have really exist. Without that, it does not exist at all. And of course, if you don't exist, opportunity will surely pass by you because nobody's seeing you, nobody's noticing you. You will not even know when you have what they call it, when you have when there are things that you can benefit from, or what people can benefit from you. But you don't know you have it. So when these opportunities come by, they just look away and look for somebody else that fits in. While you are also there, you know you fit in, but you've not been able to express yourself that you fit in. You're not able to put yourself in that position that people can notice you. Branding is not about you pretending to be somebody else. No, you don't have to be somebody else. You just have to be you. You have to be authentic. You have to be yourself. That's what branding is all about. Be yourself is what branding is all about. Presenting your authentic value with confidence. For some years now, we've been having a kind of a boot camp known as personality branding. And these are part of the things that we also discussed then. It's a boot camp that comes every December. Every December for about 5 days, 5 to 10 days, depending. When we talk about personality branding, how you brand yourself in society, how you carry yourself, how people see you, and your confidence will also tell how you are able to brand yourself. To tell how you're able to brand yourself. Yes, Bilal said, okay, I think it's useful. Branding is how people see you and what you want them to remember you for. Yes, exactly. It's how people see you and how you want them to remember you for. That's what branding is all about. And this branding leads to your confidence. Because when you don't have confidence, when you cannot stand, when you cannot talk about yourself, how do you want to present yourself to people? Your branding has to do with your confidence. It has to do with your blessing. It is said that you'll be addressed the same the way you'll be addressed the way you present yourself. The way you present yourself. If you don't present yourself properly, you'll be addressed that way. If you look outside now, you see a lot of people dressing in a rugged manner, torn clothes. They call it design. In those days, we call it crazy wear. But now it has become a design. It has become a fashion. Is that the way you want people to address you? Or you want to be seen as somebody that is decent. Anybody that dresses that way, yes, that's their style. That's the way they want to be addressed. That's the way they want to see themselves. And they'll be addressed that way. But when we talk about you dressing decently, nice haircuts, neat wear, your shoes are bam, coming out, you speak something different. You wear a good perfume and people notice you. What do you think? How do you think they will address you? Do you think they will address you with what kind of job do you think they will give to you when they see you come that way? Let's have in the chat box. You are coming out now, fully dressed, well talking shirt, your shoes are neat, good haircuts. What are you presenting to people? And if you were a CEO of the company and you need a job for someone, like an HR person, you need a job for an HR person. And it is somebody that has the skills of an HR, but did not dress, how will I say, did not dress well talking, with hair rough, not well combed. Which one? Is it A or B you'll be giving the job to, the HR job to? Is it the A that is well tucked in, or the one that is not well tucked in but has the skills? Which one appears to you and will resonate with you first? I want the chat box, A or B. So while I read your responses in the chat box on, okay, hey, thank you. Masria said A. Okay, people will see you as a well-mannered business person, well-groomed entrepreneur. Good, bravo. I love that. I love that. I love that. More responses. I need more responses to come my way. That's where people will see you. Of course, as a CEO, that's where you will see the person. More comments. A, thank you. That's A. So let me ask another question. Does that mean the other person that is not dressing well tucked in, does that mean the person does not fit into the position? Or what is really wrong with that person that he or she cannot be employed? How do you see that person? Is it that the person does not have the skill? I said if the person has the skills, but why do you think the person was not employed or cannot be employed into the position of an HR? Put in the comment box. Why? What is your why? Why can't you employ that person as your HR personnel? Because I'm going to need everyone that is on on YouTube. I will need one or two of them to join me live here. One or two of them to join me live here. The person did not package himself well. Thank you. I'll need one or two of them to join me live, because I will need them to, anyone that is comfortable to speak live. We're talking about confidence now. I will need one or two of them to come on live and give us a 30 to 60 seconds self-introduction that come.
Okay, ma.
It's without. So as I said earlier on, Firdaus, I need one or two people that are confident enough to come on live and give us a 30 to 60 seconds self-introduction that communicates who you are, what you do, and the value you bring in. Who is ready to go for that? If you're ready to go for that, then I'll allow you to join me in the live. Please signify in the chat box if you're ready to do that. He or she fits in the position, but his or her appearance is just wrong. Like the saying goes, does. Dress the way you want to be addressed. Thank you very much. The person did not package himself very well. Thank you very much. So we have a project here, and so who is coming on? Does we have anybody that is coming on the live show? If
Not
not,
yet,
then
ma.
I will need to continue. Not yet. Okay, no problem then. I'll need to continue, and I will be giving you an example of myself. I'm pitching myself now. I'm Rashidat, a consultant, passionate about family sustainability and building legacies. I create simple programs to help sustain families across generations. My goal is to make a legacy sustainability practical for families. I'll go again. A 60-minute speech telling you about myself. I am Rashidat, a consultant, passionate about family sustainability and building legacies. I create simple programs to help sustain families across generations. My goal is to make legacy sustainability practical for families. That's who I am. If you cannot put that, if you cannot come on live to share yours with us, please put in the comment section 60 seconds. 60 seconds, just like 60 seconds is what we need. If you can't put that down, if you can't come on live to join me, then you can put in the chat box. But I would actually love if Bilal can come up, if Masura can come up, if any one of you can come up and tell us. This is about confidence. So if you're not confident of yourself, how do you want to put yourself there? If you cannot pitch about yourself, how do you want to put yourself in society? Now, anybody that comes on will have a gift for me. If you come on
Otekia
live,
wants
you
to
have a
come up.
gift for me. Okay, so bring her in. Please bring her in. Let's wait for her as she joins us. Okay. Is she having issue with the network? Or has she joined us? Let me know when she joins, please. Let me know when she joins us so that we can move on because of the time. But let's know when she joins us.
She's having issues with the network, but I've sent it to other people that also want to join.
Okay, that's fine. So when they join, let me know when they join us, and I'll give them the opportunity to speak. In the
Okay, ma.
meantime, let's move on. Our confidence challenge. What's the concept? Why is it necessary? Confidence grows by doing and not just thinking. I didn't just find myself here. Okay, so let me just say a bit of myself. I studied mass communication. Yes, while I was growing up, I love to talk. I love to interact with people. I love moving around with people. Yes, I have friends. When they say somebody should speak somewhere, I'm always there to speak. But I was always taught down that I talk too much. And they told you talk too much, you talk too much, you talk too much. And from there, I started losing my confidence. Along the line, also, when I got to secondary school, I started having challenges with my academics. I had to repeat my GS1, I had to repeat my SS1 also. And from there, I had to be transferred from that school to another school. And what do you think? I had my friends graduating, they're already in university, but I was still struggling to gain admission. I lost my confidence in short. I could not move out people. I could not talk to people. Very few people were communicating with me. I lost myself along the line and saw myself as somebody that was not good enough. Not until one day I heard that late Jennifer and me graduated with a pass, and I was like, wow, okay. If he can do it and become somebody that is good, then I can also be a better person myself. And that was how I started coming out. From there, I met somebody else again, a female that was coaching the female along. She was always coaching the female, talking about speaking, um, public speaking, and I enrolled for a class also. Meanwhile, I studied mass communication. Anybody that studied mass communication will be like, you're supposed to be able to talk. You can talk anywhere. You are confident, but you didn't know what I was battling with a lot of things within me. Even though yes, I did some programs on air, I was able to present some things on air, but then I know that I could have done better. But I was losing my confidence. I already lost it. And regaining was a bit difficult for me. So it's not about you just thinking that yes, I'm confident. It's about you being able to do it. And you also learning how to do it. Some people are not born to be confident. That's just it. Some people they have to learn how to do it. And the only way you can be able to do this is when you look at either you look at the mirror, okay, like what I did then, I'll look into the mirror in the morning and tell myself good things, good affirmations for the day. And after some time, I started talking to people. Anytime you say they want somebody to talk about something, I'll share my own idea, and that was it. And that was how I started speaking. out there. The time also I started recording my. In fact, I went for an audition in a media house, and because I had this actor, I can't pronounce R properly. I said from the first class, I was not given that job. And what was I told to do? I was told to go and record myself several times, watch it again, and see how I'm doing. I started doing that, but of course I didn't go back to that company, that media house. I didn't go back again. But it was still they killed my passion. I felt embarrassed that it is not me. I don't know how to pronounce R. It's not my fault. It's not me. That was the way. That was. I don't know if that's where Allah created me, but I just know that is the way I am. I've self punishment with this, and that the way I was reacted to that day brought back the memory of how I was punished in secondary school because I could not pronounce R. So I didn't go back there. Another thing you can do is that you can I don't know if I know some people would like to write, some people would like to draw. You can also put some of these your wordings, put them online and see no matter how short it is, put your interest, put your passion online, no matter how short it is, and see what can come out of it. I've also started writing. I've started writing books. In fact, I have some books I've never published yet, where I'm sharing my opinion. I also do a lot of research. I take my surveys out to get people's opinion about it. So if you're able to do all this, I believe with yourself, with your positive mindset, you will be confident of yourself. So I think we have some people here now that have joined us. Yes, thank you, Bilal, for joining. Thank you, Muteki, and thank you, Matsuro, for joining me. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds each. Let me go back to the slide. 30 seconds each. Look at the slide properly and let's see how you can pitch yourself to us. So for my screen here, I have Bilal first. So Bilal will be going first. I will mute myself now, Bilal. You can go first while you mute yourself. Welcome to the live show.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. So
Walaikum
my
salam
name
wa
is
barakatuh. Go ahead.
um, my name is Bilal, but most people know me as Abdul Samad. So what I love doing is let me emphasize more on myself. I schooled at Oshodi public school. My talent is drawing. I'm good at drawing. People know me for that, and that's what I love doing. I also love a bit of writing, things like that, bit of video editing. So now, if I merge all that together, I can get like good potential. For example, I draw, I video edit, and I write, so I can create content for bloggers online.
Bilal,
I can bring them.
we are losing your voice.
Oh, okay. The network is not good one.
It's better now.
Okay, well, okay, well. So like my talent is drawing. I'm good at drawing. I'm good at making video edits. I'm not that good, but I'm intermediate with it, and I love a little bit of writing. So if I merge all that together, I can make content for bloggers online that can fetch me a ransom, a very handsome ransom that can be of service to people. So that's all I have to say. So
Thank you, Bilal. So with that now, that's a very lovely one. Sincerely, it's a very, very lovely one. Now I want to look at you're going to come back on you're going to come back to life, but I need you to look at the slide we have here and put down what you just said using these templates. All you just said now, put them down using these templates. Can you see my slide properly?
yes, no, yes, no.
Okay. So use these templates and you'll be coming back again. Thank you. So we move to Mutekia. You are the next online.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Go ahead. Wa alaikum salam.
I'm Tekia, a mechanical engineering student. I'm passionate about technology, robotics, and software development. I love solving problems through coding, and I love to express my creativity through crochets and beading. What makes me is my ability to merge technical skills with creativity and fashion. So I would love to bring in my creativity into building robotic system and crafting solutions in fashion, poetry, and beading. So that's
Thank
all.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Mutekia. Why you laughing? You're smiling at yourself. Okay, so one of those things about confidence is that you started very well. You spoke about yourself, but at the end you were laughing like, did I do it well? Did I make any mistake? By the time you finish, you should be able to stand and say, yes, I have done it. And even if you want to smile, you can smile while talking that. I hope you all understand who I am. It shows
Okay,
that
ma'am.
yes, you are confident of yourself. So don't just laugh and shy away. You shying away shows that that confidence is still shaking little by little. Do you get it now? So
Yes,
that
ma'am. Thank
momentum
you,
that you
ma'am.
started with, you end it with it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So we have a Mastura. Mastura, you are turn on the line. It's your turn. Please go ahead and pay.
Okay, Mastura. I'm a student, a poet, and I love expressing myself with words, design, and a little bit of coding. I am in my final year in high school, and I serve with the Ghana Muslim Students Association. I'm learning to lead with faith and sincerity. So, my poetry mixes English and Arabic to share gratitude and hope, while my interest in coding and design reflects my love for creativity in many forms. I'm still growing, but I hope my journey inspires others as much as it shapes me. So
Hmm.
that's it.
Thank you, Mastura. Thank you very much. It's just that we don't know who is speaking to us, so we don't even know how to even assess you. If you're smiling, if you're laughing, we don't know how to correct you. It's just your voice that we heard. So how do I want to correct you?
I'm not in a suitable place to put up my.
Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. I will need every one of us. Okay, Bilal has left the call again. Okay, no problem. I will need all of us to go through these templates, write it down, put yourself in these templates, and you will be using it for your pitch tomorrow, where you are going to presenting a sustainable project, one of the passion that you have and we have been discussing. I know I said this on the first day, I said the second day, I said yesterday also that you are going to presenting something to us on the last day. You can't see what might happen on that day, but get ready for that. Thank you very much, every one of you. It's a beautiful one that you're able to come down here to join me in this live show. Before I leave this slide, I want you to look at this sentence very well. Each step breaks the fear barrier and builds visibility. Confidence is a skill, is not a gift. Some people, yes, Allah might have given to them from the beginning, their parents are able to help them out and they still have their confidence. But for a lot of people, it's a skill that we all have to learn. If you want to put yourself in that, want to put yourself in that opportunity, that is outside there, not representing the system, you need to have the confidence skill to pitch yourself so that people can know you. As I said earlier on, if you are not known, if you are not seen, you will not get the opportunity. Going to our next slide, building a visible and valuable personal brand. If we look here now, you realize I said, what's the concept of you building a visible and valuable personal brand? The concept number one is a personal brand that tells people your story, what they remember you for when you are not even in the room. If you're able to build something that is visible and valuable, people will always remember it for you. Even if you are not there, you'll be the first one that people talk about. Kifu Naturals came here on board and she said she had been doing a lot of things while she was in university. She was into soap making for people. But because she made herself visible to those people, even though she was doing it for free, she made herself visible. She made her product valuable. And by the time she was going to start making it, monetizing it, people remember that, yes, we have Kifu Naturals that did this for us. She has been doing it for us and we still patronize her. That is Kifu Naturals. We have a lot of people like that. When people talk about, people used to know me as Olori Adeto, Olori Adeto, Olori. That's what people know me for, Olori Adeto, yes. When they now remember, you know, Olori Adeto, is it the one that makes the perfume? Or is it that woman that talks about marriage all the time? That is what they know me for. But I know she also talks to teenagers. Yes, that is me. There is one thing that they will surely know me for. I remember, was it about 2 weeks ago, I had a program, I had to facilitate a program, and a lady came up to me and said, so you are the Olori Adeto I've been hearing about. I was like, from where? I don't understand. She said, I'm a big fan of you. How? I was so curious to know more about what she was saying. She said, I've heard a lot of things about you, though I've never met you before. What did you hear about? She said she met a friend of hers that came, maybe she came for a program. I said, I was saying a lot of things that she learned in that program. I said, all these things I'm telling you, I learned it from Olori Adeto. And she was like, she wants to meet that person that is Olori Adeto that's able to achieve all these things you are telling me. I need to meet her. And that was how we met. And since then, we have been communicating. So everywhere you are, you don't know how people are noticing you. Everywhere you are, make sure you leave a positive footprint. Make sure you make yourself valuable. Make sure you make yourself visible. So by the time an opportunity comes, you'll be one of the first people that they're going to mention, and they will always refer you. Another referral that I got of recent was, I think last year, I was counseling a particular individual. I was just approached that, okay, she needs clarity. She needs a clarity session. She needed a session. Okay, she said she needed a session. And after listening to her story, I realized that, okay, she needs a clarity session. And we started that clarity session. After the clarity session, for a very long time, I didn't get to hear anything from her again, or even from the person that even referred her to me. Only for them to call me back again, I think early this year, and said they needed her to go for another assessment. And by the time I was going to assess, I realized that she was much better from the first time that I assessed her. And that was how it was for about 2 or 3 months. They came back again last month and said, yes, now she's ready. She has met somebody she wants to get married to, and they will need to have a compatibility assessment. And from that compatibility assessment that I made for them, for herself and proposed spouse, these same people recommended me to somebody else, and the person also communicated with me. So you can imagine, if I had not done my job properly, if I had not made myself valuable to those people, will they be able to have referred me to somebody else? No. That is what being valuable, being visible about yourself gives to you. Opportunities. It opens doors to opportunities. So now there are 3 key things when you are branding yourself. Number 1 is clarity. Know what you stand for. And what does the clarity tells you? Your clarity is a combination of your values and your skills. Number 2 is consistency. Show up with the same message across your platforms. I said I'm a family sustainability consultant. Yes. A certified consultant. Yes. Family sustainability has to do with the parents, has to do with the children, has to do with entrepreneurship, how to sustain themselves. It has to do with finance, and that's what I've always preached. But while we are here now, we're talking about your passion to profession, and that is how to build a sustainable family, a sustainable brand. If you're not able to do all this, there's no how you can make yourself sustainable. There's no how you can give yourself those opportunities even when you grow up and you find yourself building a family. So building a family does not start when you are married alone, but it starts from when you are very young and you know what you want, you know your goals, you know your values, and that's what you are putting forward to whoever that is coming to you. But if you don't know all this, how do you want to have a fulfilled life? And I said also, showing up with the same message across platforms. My same message I put across all platforms is that I'm helping people plan how to have a sustainable legacy, even when you are gone, and even when you have gone out of this world, you are still there in people's mind. Across your generation, whatever you live will still be living. So what's the contribution? The third key is contribution. Share your knowledge, add value, and people will see you as a resource. People will see you what? As a resource person. It doesn't mean that you have to bring yourself to that level that it doesn't mean that you have to bring yourself to that level that people will not be looking at you that what is this person saying? What is this person saying? No. Make sure that whatever that you want to say, you have a knowledge about it, is going to add value to people, and they will always come back to you. They will always come back to you. Now, I want you to write 3 things you want people to instantly associate with your name. 3 things you want people to instantly associate with your name. Just 3 things. Are you with me? Are we still together?
Yes, ma.
Okay, thank you. So if you are done with that exercise, please let me know. Write 3 things you want people to instantly associate with your name. Okay, so while we wait for that, Fridaus, will you like to also pitch yourself in 30 to 60 seconds?
Okay, ma. My name is Firdaus Olaniyo. I'm a medical student. I'm also a poet. I'm a social media manager. Um, I love helping people. I love listening to people, and I want to be a gynecologist. I want to be part of the change I wish to see in the world. And I also like to be one of the few options women have when they need medical help. Thank you.
Hmm. Hmm. All these things that you have mentioned, they are very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. At the same time, it's very achievable, but you just need to go through the template that I gave to you using these 3 keys to branding yourself. Thank you very much for sharing it. So I said clarity, consistency, and contribution. So for me, the 3 things I want people to know me for, and they say with my name instantly, is that I'm creative, I'm purpose driven, and transformationally reliable. That is me. I'm creative, I'm purpose driven, and transformationally reliable. Yes, I'm reliable. I transform a lot of things. That is me. Anybody that knows me will know that yes, I'm a go-getter and I can create things. I can think and create things. Say, okay, this is how I want it to be. If you give me one, I can help you transform into two, three, four. That's me. So when you think about Oluwadeto, always think about creativity, a go-getter, and somebody that transforms things reliably. That is me. So if you are done with that, please signify that you are done with that. Those of you that have joined live, you can put in the chat box that you are done so that we can move to the next slide. Okay, you are done. Zakia, thank you. I'm going to log in back to YouTube to see comments. Do we have comments on YouTube chats? I'm trying to get back in, but I can't. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Ntekia says she's done. I don't know if Yusra is done. I don't know if Bilal is done. Is Masura is done. I don't know. But let's read this story together. The story we have here, we have two graduates applied for the same job. Both were skilled, but one shared his projects online and spoke clearly about his journey, while the other one kept quiet. The one who shared got noticed and hired. That's what we talk about. That's what we say when it comes to opportunities. Opportunities. Just don't think. Say it. Grow it. Say it. Grow it. Our personality will be joining us very soon. Very, very soon. She will be joining us. Okay, so before we move to, while we wait for our personality to join us, I, even if you are going to use, if you don't want to use your, oh, okay, somebody said the network is really bad. Oh, so sorry about that. That's one of those things. I don't know. May Allah ease our network for us. Okay, so going by this template, I'm going back to the projects, the pitch projects. And even if you cannot put on your video for one reason or the other, please try as much as possible to use these three keys to branding and speak to us using the template that I've also given to you. I want us to go through that exercise again. So what I'm trying to say here is that you are going to pitch to us while your video is off. Use this template that I gave to you. I'm Rashidat, a consultant passionate about family sustainability and building legacies. I create simple programs to help sustain families across generations. My goal is to make legacy sustainability practical for families. Use that template and make sure that these three keys are in your brand: clarity, consistency, and contribution. So I'm giving you 2 minutes to write that down, and I'm going to call you one after the other to pitch to us again. Are we good to go? If you are good to go, please put yes, type yes in the chat box. I need the responses in the chat box, yes or no. Yes, Bettina said yes. Masura, are we good to go? Is Masura still with us or does she have a network issue too? Yes, thank you. Unfortunately, I can't log into the YouTube channel again. I don't know what happened. I guess a network from the other end too. Firdaus, please help us check. Do we have chats? Let me know if we have chats on the YouTube channel. Thank you.
Masura said she's dumber.
I didn't get you.
Masura is also done.
Okay. So what about the
Yusra.
YouTube channel? Do we have comments there?
Yes, that's coming from the YouTube channel, ma.
Okay. So Umar has joined us. Okay. Okay. Let's wait. Whoever that is just joining us, we have a project we are working on, and the project is using the templates that I gave you earlier on. I'm going back to it again for those that have just joined us. The template is you're going to pitch yourself in 30 to 60 seconds, introduce and communicate who you are, what you do, and the value you bring. And there's a template here that says, I'm Rashidat, a consultant passionate about family sustainability and building legacies. I create simple programs to help sustain families across generations. My goal is to make a legacy, legacy sustainability practical for families. Using these three keys, that is clarity, consistency, and contribution. And I've given us 2 minutes to do that. We will be going back to it. Everybody's going to pitch. I'll allow you to use your video off when you want to pitch. So by 10:57, I'll be calling on you to pitch. Okay, so who is ready? Montekiet, you are going for this time around.
Okay, ma.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Takia, a mechanical engineering student passionate about robotics, coding, and creative design. I enjoy turning ideas into real solutions that are useful and inspiring. My goal is to use innovation, technology, and creativity to solve problems and make a positive impact. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, Bilal, you said you didn't get our message. You didn't get the message. Okay, so I said before the network yanked you off, I mentioned that we're going to repeat ourselves using that template that I gave us and make sure that the three keys are there. The three keys are clarity, consistency, and what? The three keys? Who can tell me the third one? Let me see if you are following. Clarity, consistency, and what the last one? Let me see who can tell me. I want to make sure that you're all following. Wow. Nobody
Contribution.
can tell. And what? And what?
Contribution. Contribution.
Contribution.
Contribution.
Don't tell me you went back to check it though. Because you're supposed to have this at back of. You're supposed to have these things. Clarity, consistency, and contribution. Thank you. So Masuro, you're the next. You are going next.
I'm Mastura, a student, poet, and young Muslima. I'm passionate about poetry, coding, and design, and I serve as the vice president of Ghana Muslim Student Association at my school. My goal is to inspire my generation by combining faith, creativity, and service to spread gratitude, hope, and light. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was lovely. Because we have a personality. Is she here now? Or can we take one more person?
Let's take one more person. I'll message her right now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, she's here. 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 So those of you live now, you have opportunity to speak, to ask her questions. By the time she comes in, she's somebody that we probably have known, but of course she's a popular person to me. So I'm sure that you'll also be able to learn from her, pick a lot of things that will also help you. So for that, you have the floor, introduce her,
Okay, ma.
and so that she can also put on a video. Thank you.
So, Mariam Thalban is the Chief Consulting Officer at MT Services and Consult Ltd, working at the intersection of legal practice, communication, entrepreneurship, education, NGO management, and humanitarian services. A lawyer and trained journalist, she is a public speaker with nearly a decade of experience and the executive director of Noble Hearts Children Foundation, an NGO advancing SDGs 3, 4, and 17, impacting thousands of indigent children in Nigeria. She is a certified mentor and transformational coach, passionate about youth and women empowerment. She leads mentorship programs, supports and struggling women through her platforms like the Noble Ladies Forum, MMPWMT, etc. She is a business owner in the fashion industry and above all, a yummy mommy and a sweet wife. Assalamu alaikum, ma. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you very much, Maran Talban, for joining us. You have the floor now.
Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Well, at least on too. If you don't mind, please can you put on your
Thank you so
video?
much,
Thank
ma.
you.
Thank you so much, ma. Assalamu alaikum. Are we all Muslims here?
Yes.
Are we all Muslims? Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Good morning. It's an amazing
Wa
initiative,
alaikum
and I'm
salam wa rahmatullahi wa
always
barakatuh.
I'm always pleased. I'm always excited and elated to be here. And of course, it's always a great honor to be, in the presence of my mama. That's Olori Adeto. Thank you so much for having me. And Firdaus, thank you for the constant reminder, because without them, trust me, I don't know if I would have been able to make it. So thank you so much. We're supposed to be talking about branding and confidence. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Firdaus?
Yes, you are. You
Yes,
can go
ma.
ahead. Yes.
Branding. Can anybody tell me what they understand when they hear the word brand? Oh, and can you mention 2 or 3 known brands. You can, if you cannot talk, you can also put it in the chat or comment box or session. Branding. Does anyone understand? Well, I think I have just 15 minutes for this session, right? I'm going to use 5 minutes for these questions and if to, start proper. But I'm trying to see what we understand by branding or the word brand itself. Anybody?
You can mute yourself and speak. And please, if you can put on your video, can you put on your video so that you can see whoever you're speaking to? Thank you. We are going to appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Brand, inshallah. But in the absence of that, for now, what we're going to just think about is think about emotions and not product. Think about feelings and not a logo. Think about satisfaction or fulfillment and not a name. These are the things that branding entails. The emotions or feelings or fulfillment you derive just by associating with a product or a person. Do you understand? If it is a product-based company, for instance, when you purchase that product, what you feel, how you feel towards the purchase, the fulfillment you derive from that purchase, from that product itself, that's branding. They've just sold the brand, like the brand has been sold to you. The same thing if it were a service-based company, for instance. The feelings you get by interacting with the person, with Mentor MT, for instance, the feelings you get by interacting with my brand, my personal brand, not my business or fashion brand now, which deal products. The emotions are evoking you, the fulfillment you derive from dealing with me or connecting with me, that is branding. So branding isn't just the name, it isn't just the logo, it isn't just the color, it isn't just the product or the service. It is what you get from it. And that's why brands, like, people are very pleased to say, oh, I'm carrying a Coach bag. Oh, my dress is the trendy Louis Vuitton shirt for men, for instance. These are people, the feelings that that brand, just identifying with, owning a product of it, that self-fulfillment, self-satisfaction they get from it, or esteem in some people's case. So that's why you find people happy to easily relate with, oh, I got this thing. I'm using iPhone. What iPhone can do, there are other phones that can do it, especially now in more recent times. An iPhone itself is bringing itself down to even incorporate a lot of Android features in it. But the mere fact that, oh, I'm using iPhone, they already sold that feelings to us. They sold that emotion, they sold that fulfillment to us. So it goes beyond. Can you imagine someone going ahead to use a normal regular phone and then still putting iPhone logo at the back, or using an iPhone pouch? That's how serious branding, because they want to be able to relate, identify with that product, and make people feel like, I don't know what it gives to them, the kind of sense of satisfaction it gives to them. But for instance, that I would find a L'Oreal Deton and what she does for Royal Amity, that I will not be pleased, that I will not be glad, that I will not be honored, to go to her and, relate with her and make people, if people are there, or even feel myself special, that, oh, I know this person because I understand her brand and what it means to me. We've had, professional conversations, we've had just normal familial conversations and all that. And that feelings she evokes in me as an individual in a service-based industry. And likewise in a product-based industry with fragrances and all that she sells. So these are the things that branding entails. And it's very important to show consistency. What the main components of branding in this regard I want us to understand is identity. If it is a product, the identity of that product. If it is a service, the identity of that service or of the person offering that service. So what you would do for yourself if you are having a product is to give it a name that can be easily identified. If you are a person, is to work on your identity, on your personality. I am known for my authenticity, for instance. That's number one of my brand, as in that's my main branding. This thing, it's just about authenticity. This is what I stand for, and this is it. And I am going to stand on it wherever, however. And it's all about your transformation. It's all about your, the impact. It's all about faith. I am authentic in that regard. So if you as an individual wants to go into something, or you want to create a personal brand for yourself, identify your niche and identify yourself, your personality in that, because that is what would drive people to want to remain with you, to want to stick with you, to want to relate with you, to want to feel when they mention your name, they feel that the feelings that they get or the emotions that they get from that, or fulfillment they get just by saying, oh, I know this person. Okay. Another thing is strategy. You just don't, you don't just own a brand. You don't just understand your identity. What strategies are you putting in place? You don't just create a product. What strategies are you putting in place to ensure that people feel when they interact with your product, that people actually, they evoke their emotions that are evoked from them when they get your product or when they interact with you. So that's also things that you have to consider. What are the strategies? For me, I would say that personally, the Mentor MT brand, the strategy in place is to have a mentorship program. Yes, I do general mentorship or mentoring event where I am invited to mentor students. I go ahead to partner with organizations to mentor and all that. I mentor in my own space or social media space also. But how about the one that will leave a lasting impact? That's to go ahead to create the Mentor Me project with Mariam Taban, the MMPTWMT. So the point here is to do what? That is strategy. I could just remain as the normal, for program and mentoring. They invite me for mentoring program and, partnering with other mentorship organizations or this or that. No. How about the one that would bring people more closer to me and I am able to offer my identity to them, and they're able to gain greatly from it. So that's where the MMPTWMC comes in. Okay. Also, another thing is experience. Like I said, you want to sell emotions, you want to sell feelings, you want to sell, fulfillment. All of these are all bundled into what we know as experience. Your interaction or your product interaction with the market. How is it being received? Yes, you can have all the strategies in this world, but the outcome is still not, you still cannot entirely, you cannot entirely know or understand what the outcome might be. You can speculate. So that is where experience comes in. You go in through feedbacks and everything to be able to understand that how was people's experience with me? How was people's experience with my product? How was people's experience with what we now call brand? What emotions did I evoke in them? Was I able to fulfill an expectation? and all of that. So that's where experience, these are the key components of branding. And why it is important is that it sets you apart. The way you feel about a product, the way you feel about a personal brand or a person, sets you apart from the lot, because there are lots of people doing selling. So how do you differentiate yourself? What is that thing that you are selling differently? And that's all about, differentiation. The reasons why branding is important. Okay. And then customer trust and loyalty, or client trust and loyalty. If it's a service-based product or your customers, because you didn't just sell a solution to them, you sold an experience to them, you sold a feeling to them. You didn't just sell a product to them, you sold fulfillment and satisfaction to them. So they're able to what? Trust you. They're able to come back to you. You're able to retain them. Okay, recognition and memory. And whenever they remember you or your solution that you provided to the service, they did not just remember the solution, they remember the satisfaction that came with it. They remembered what? The fulfillment that came with the product they got from you. So, and of course, it also leads to growth. You have, a great sense of growth or progress. You're able to monitor and also record huge progress in whatever industry that you are in. Okay. As for confidence, I'm sure that a lot of us already, we know confidence means, yeah, standing up for myself, knowing what I want, doing this, yada, yada, yada. But the reality is that confidence goes beyond just that. Confidence isn't just a feeling that you get to feel once and then, oh, yes, I'm courageous, I'm bold, I'm confident, I know what I want, this is it. No. Confidence is more about your self-awareness. How aware are you of yourself, your might, your capabilities, your abilities, your strength? How much do they even motivate you? How aware are you of your weaknesses that you would not see as weaknesses, rather as a challenge and opportunity to even be better? How aware are you of those things that, that the threats, the things available that can hinder your continuous growth or transformation? How aware are you of your transformative journey? The steps you've taken to be where you're at and the ones you're still going to take to be where you're going to. This is confidence. And there are several tests to determine how confident we are in life, how we can boost our confidence. And also there is also a misconception where people take confidence and self-esteem, into the same context. No, they're actually two distinct contexts, but they just have intertwining, related, they can come in related contexts sometimes. So confidence is you knowing yourself, aware of your might, of your ability, understanding your true identity and staying true to it, not getting distracted by all the distractions. Take the social media world, for instance, which, if you have confidence in yourself, known as self-confidence, you would know that not everything on the net is for you to consume. And you would not engage in dumb scrolling, because sometimes it leads to storing up some of the information or things we've seen there, storing them up in our subconscious, which ultimately comes back to what? To affect the way our perspective towards matters or people. You would not just know that it has been conditioned, your mind has been conditioned based on your exposure to some of this information. Confidence will let you know that except you have something you are selling on social media, you should safely stay away from it and not spend beyond maybe just for maybe important updates, maybe news or something. Even for news, I've always been in the media. I know what we throw out there as news because it's all in the hands of the gatekeepers. Even for news, we have to be careful of the news that we consume. How much more every information from every, you know, corners and every Tom, Dick, and Harry. The confidence is you knowing that this is what I have to offer. This is my personality. This is my value. This is my integrity. And I am standing on it. This is my choice and I am choosing it over and over again. This is my career and I am protecting it. This is my family and I am not joking with it. So that is confidence. There are several types of confidence, but the ones that mostly relate with us that we might need to try as much as we can to focus on, especially as Muslims, is our personal, that self-confidence, of course, so that we are not easily distracted, and all that spiritual confidence. We have to have confidence in our spirituality, in our faith and spirituality, to know that as a Muslim, this is what is required of me. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expects of me. To know that as a believer, these are this is the extent, these are my boundaries. And I cannot allow anyone to to kind of sell a wrong thing for me about my religion. That's for spirituality. To know that we are required to pray 5 times a day and we are doing this to Allah. To know that goodness is expected of us because there is no other reward for good. Al jazaa ihsan illa al ihsan, as Allah has said. There is no other reward for good but good. To know that charity is a core aspect of our life and we have to give charity regardless because it is like planting a seed and then we get more and more and more. Like we get it in manifolds. To know that we should speak good of another person. And then if we do not have anything to good, earliest months we keep quiet. That is those are the major ones that concerns us as for what will benefit us in this world and the hereafter. Other types of confidence that you can use in your business world or in your career path or in your relationship or anything. Trust me, when you take care of these two most important ones, knowing yourself and standing true by yourself, understanding your creator, the spiritual, that the self-confidence, the spiritual confidence, understanding your creator, knowing that Allah has you regardless, knowing that He would always and always, provide where you least expect, knowing that He would give you and you would be satisfied. This would change even the way you would view every other aspect of your life where you require confidence, and you would move with someone with someone that truly knows what they're doing and is being blessed by Allah. I'm sure that my time is up now. It's 19 minutes and I started 11:04. So if you have any questions for me, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this a beneficial one for us in this world and count it among on the scale of good deeds for us on Yom Kippur. May Allah forgive me for whatever I've heard in the course of this conversation, and may Allah accept it from the organizers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah Khairan. Thank you very much. Do we have questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please go ahead with your question.
Okay, I want to ask from your experience, what practical steps can someone take to make sure his or her brand communicates satisfaction and value beyond just the name or skills?
Sorry, please. Can you take that again?
Okay, myself from your experience, what practical steps can someone take to make sure his or her brand communicates satisfaction and value beyond just his name or skills?
Okay. what practical steps can one take to ensure that his or her brand communicates the values, right?
Yes, no, and satisfaction.
Beyond and satisfaction,
Just no.
beyond just the
Yes,
skills
no.
that they offer.
Yes,
Yeah,
no.
that goes into the strategy that we were talking about earlier. Consistency. Okay? Yes, you can have all the skills in the world. You can have all the resources in the world. Consistency, resilience, and then great marketing skills also. That is, you have to be able to tap into certain at your disposal. Consistency. When you see people doing so great right now, businesses, even normal online businesses, there are lots of them that I could use as examples right now, like normal local businesses that we even see online. And they've grown to like 25,000 views, followers and all that. They didn't just get there. People didn't just start buying from them in bulk. They didn't just start selling wholesale suddenly. They grew. They were able to also monitor that progress. They were able to stand through thick and thin. That's the resilience required. But consistency would make you, as long as you keep being consistent with your offer, your identity is not, you're not someone today, you're not offering, like if you're selling a product, for instance, and then you have 5 orders in a day, and then you pack 2 orders with your brand nylon, and then 3 orders with, oh, my brand nylon is finished, so let me just use this poly bag. There is no consistency. Imagine if 2 of those orders, one with the brand nylon, one with poly bag, is going to the same person. Or imagine the same person gets 2 with what? Poly bag. And then the next time again, you apologize for that one, right? But the next time you still make the same mistake. So there has to be consistency in the way you choose to show up. There has to be consistency in the way, in the message you're passing across. There has to be consistency with you yourself as the sales rep or as the marketer or even as just the brand. If you want to sell pure water, yes, start selling the pure water and then grow to start selling bottled water and then grow to selling, them in bulk or in wholesales or and then grow to become a distributor, a supplier, and then grow to become a distributor. Trust me, that time that people would be able to identify your value and get more satisfied is because ó mà ti ń tà tipẹ́. In fact, ìgbà tó ti máa ń ta pure water lásán kò sí ní mo mọ̀. Not that you are starting as a distributor and then somewhere because you didn't put the proper strategies in place. These resources, you have the money to start as a wholesaler, yes, or as a distributor, yes. But there was no proper strategy, no proper market research, no proper survey, no proper team. So now started declining. And then people see that they are unable to trust you to what they actually hope to get. The expectation is no longer there. But when you're consistent, you're able to monitor the growth, able to grow. Through the consistency, you would be growing. And then you are monitoring it. Those are all strategies. Then through when you're able to, this is the next best thing for this business, for my service. It is true consistency. If you want to be consistent as an online seller also, you know that you cannot offer anything less than 5 days a week posting. But you want to be a successful online seller, you are now posting only 2 days a week or 3 days a week. It will be easy for people to just do, no matter the skills you have or the value that you have to offer. Consistency also with the messaging or the way you relate with your clients or your customers. They know that could see any time of the day as long as it's within their working time. When I chat up this vendor, I know that I'll find good words from her. And that plays a huge role also. As Muslims, we know that we should always say what? Qalu ma'ruf. Say good words. To win this consistency in all this regard, it should be a great bonus to your skills. It would be a great bonus to your knowledge or your expertise or your what? Or the resources you have at your disposal. And then they work hand in hand to bring about the best experience that you'll be able to offer to your customer or clients. Are we clear on that?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Ma. Does anyone have another question? So our next speaker is here. Thank you very much, Ma. Ms. Samariam Tauban, Jazakumullahu khairan. May Allah continue to preserve you on goodness, give you more knowledge and understanding.
Amin. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you very much, my beautiful sister Mariam Tauban. Thank you for sharing your words of knowledge with us. We appreciate it. So we have our next part. I'm sure that a lot of people have a lot of things to write down, and you will be asking a lot. You want to also ask questions, but because of our time, we will be bringing in our next personality, which is someone that some of us might also know. She's in the fashion space. She's also a creative person. I've known her for years too, and that's why I'm also bringing her in to share our own words of experience with us, to let you know that when it comes to branding and confidence, they are interwoven, and one cannot be separated from the other one. So welcome on the stage, Faulat Allah. That's what I call her, Faulat Allah. Up to you, Fridaus. Give us an introduction.
Hajia Fauzia Bolatito Olasimbo, a visionary fashion entrepreneur and the esteemed founder and CEO of Faulat Halal, specializing in exquisite, modest Islamic wear. With over 3 decades of expertise, she leads a company with passion, offering exceptional solutions and elegantly blend modesty and trend-setting styles. You are welcome, Ma.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
I'm so excited to be here. Alhamdulillah. I'm so happy to come share my little experience with everyone here. Like Firdaus rightly said, my name is Fauzia Bolatito Olasimbo. I'm a fashion designer. I'm into modest wears. And I would say my story might be a bit different because what I have as a theme is passion to profession. My own profession did not actually start from passion. I would say, even though I love creativity as a young girl, I love to design, but that's to do with fine art, not fashion. So actually, it was my aunt that decided I should go for fashion, and it was a real tug of war because I hated it with a passion. I never wanted to. Then my feeling was that it's what do we call them? Those who are less privileged, those who are not brilliant, those are the ones going for fashion then. But I went into it reluctantly, and because she promised me that, okay, don't worry, once your result is out, that's because I just finished my WAEC then. And she promised that I shouldn't worry. Once my result is out, I'll go. That I shouldn't worry. I can still pursue my whatever I want to pursue. I actually wanted to be a mass communicator. Only God knows where I will be now anyway, alhamdulillah. So I went into fashion reluctantly, just dancing to her tune. But when I got to it, and one day the proprietress of the fashion school she took me said something. She said, your auntie told me you don't like to learn this work. I said, yes, I don't like it. How will she be calling her children, Oluwole the doctor, Mommy the professor? And you now say, Bola Tito, Taylor. Me, Taylor, why? But the woman now said, it's not like that. I also went to an institution. I learned it outside, and I went to Yaba Tech to learn it again. With this job, you can go anywhere. And okay, even just learn it. Once you learn it and you get to school, you won't have to be, you just take your machine to school and be sewing for your friends. Wow. That was it. That was just it. That was how I began. It just struck into me that, oh, that's true. So if I learn this job, I'll take my machines to school and be sewing for my friends. And I won't have the cost to be coming back home to ask my aunt for money or anything. Wallahi, that was the starting point. That was where I built the interest from. And as Allah will have it, I love designing from time. So it was so easy for me creating this, okay, if I do it this way and it will come out this way. So that was how I started. So not in all cases that the passion comes before the whole thing. You might go into it reluctantly. Maybe now someone is advising you to go into something and you are like, no, it's not for me. I never believed fashion could ever be for me. So over time, however, as I proceeded in fashion, another thing that came up, another turning point was my faith. I have always desired to dress modestly. So then when I learned more about Islam, and I became more aware that, no, this is the way I'm supposed to dress. So I had to, one way or the other, try to modify, to look for something that will make my dressing look, that will make me dress modest and also, be, how do I put it? Elegant. I don't want to look shabbily. As a fashion designer now, we saw different styles. So where I started was with my caps. When I realized, okay, a Muslim woman is not supposed to be leaving their head open, from then on, I started looking for, okay, how can I cover my hair? I used all this velvet at first to tie scarf, but I don't like it. How can I dress corporately and still be tying scarf? So from there, I created something like a cap, a simple cap. And once I wear it, a lot of people will say, oh, I love your cap. I love your cap. Where did you get it from? I made it now. You made this? Yes. And they will tell me, okay, make for us. That was how I started making caps. I can remember there was a day one of my customers said, I think she was complaining because then I used to sew the cap. I started sewing in bulk. People they will come and buy in bulk to go and resell. So, and then I was still doing bespoke. So I have a lot of clothes down. I will still sew caps. And when the wholesalers come, they will start complaining. I don't feel like it's too small now. This one will not. Then I just told her that day, look, I have people's clothes that have not even sold. It's only this cap I've been sewing. Then she said, ẹ sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ẹ rán aṣọ mọ́ náà, pé fìlà nìkan lẹ rán sí, that I should tell people, I should tell those customers that I'm not sewing bespoke again. I don't want to sew clothes again. It's only the cap I want to be sewing. I said, how can I say that? That was in the early 20s. Yeah, that was in the early 20s. So I was like, how can I? But she said, oh, I said, okay, when the caps are no more in vogue, what will I now be eating? She said, no, caps can never go out of fashion. You will just be evolving new styles, new styles, new styles. But I didn't listen to her then. But as Allah will have it, at the end of the day, nobody taught me. Before I told people, oh, I don't do bespoke again, then what I now did, I tried modifying my my profession towards my values. You have to consider your value when you are going into any profession. So I sat down, okay, I want to be dressing modestly. And okay, I realized that a lot of Muslim women are out there like myself who actually wanted to dress modestly and still look corporate, especially those in the white collar jobs and so on. So I tried, okay, that was when I changed into modest fashion. So I make caps, I make jilbab, I make maxi gowns, long skirts. You know, you just try to look for what people are lacking or what people are searching for. Because I realized then that a lot of Muslim women actually wanted to follow the Islamic injunctions in their dressing and still not look anyhow. So I decided to fill that space. And Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin, ever since then, I have no regret whatsoever. And then I wasn't even using hijab, I was using just cap. So as my faith grew again, and I realized, no, I just have to start using my hijab. I ventured into hijabs. Then my caps, I started using mannequin to advertise my caps. And you won't believe it, my introducing hijab actually opened an entire new market for me. A new market entirely. Because I, for one, I don't like to wear anything that is common. I don't like anything regular. I always love to make something unique. So that would make me think, okay, I want to start wearing hijab. What kind of hijab do I want to wear? All these ones I'm seeing around, I don't really like them. So that brings new ideas. Okay. And as it brings new idea, as I make the hijabs for myself, people see it on me, they request for more. And in fact, even my market for hijab now is is now competing with the market for caps. They are both competing. So you can, how do I put it? So to actually conclude, my journey shows that Allah can guide us into paths we never planned. And those paths can become the best of us. You get? Don't despise small beginnings or reluctant starts. Sometimes what you resist today can become your calling tomorrow, just like myself, because I forgot totally about mass communication and I saw life in fashion. And Alhamdulillah, Allah put barakah in it for me. And here I am today. May Allah bless your journey, guide your choice, and put barakah in whatever you put your efforts in. I'll stop here. I don't know if you ask questions, maybe that might bring more things to say.
Jazakallah Karen, thank you very, very, very much for coming up. Of course, I'm sure that we'll have some people that will be asking questions. There was something that you said. You said you wanted to study mass communication, but you
Mhm.
went in your auntie as in persuaded you to go into fashion designing, even though you love creativity. I'm sure that one of us here will want to also try to relate that your creativity has been in the pipeline. You love
Definitely.
that was your passion, that was your hobby, and you had skills for it. It's just that you were not able to tailor it into fashion designing, but you're trying to tailor it into
Mhm.
communication. That was the only way that you were able to focus yourself and not into fashion designing. So everything is still intact. Alhamdulillah, I mean, we give thanks to Almighty Allah
Alhamdulillah.
for baraka in what you have done. So do we have
And
questions? Do we have questions? Uh, can we put everybody back to the stage and let's see if we have no ma? Okay, I'm fully engaged. Okay, thank you. Someone said he's fully engaged. He does not have any question. Alhamdulillah. So if you have any other person that has any questions, I think we are today has been a fulfilling day for every one of us. Masura, Yusra, Takia, any question? Fully engaged. Wow, that's really beautiful. So we all are fully engaged. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Jazakallah khairan to our speakers that have come on board to also testify that the road might not be smooth all the time. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you very much for coming up to share your words of experience. Thank you very much, Aja Fauzia Bolatito Olasambo and our sister Mariam Tauban. Everybody saying Jazakallah khairan. Thank you very, very much. Let's go back to our class. Let me see what we have next. Let's see what we have next before we call it a day. Okay, before we call it a day. Yes. If you don't tell your story, it says, can you all see my slide? Is it visible? Oh, okay, it's not visible yet. Let me see what's happening. Okay, let me see it again. I hope it will come up this time around. Is it visible now? Okay, so if I don't know what's happening, it's not coming up, but then it's not coming up. Well, let's move on. Okay, I think I'm still in backstage. Okay, so thank you very much. It shows what we now to everybody out there and all of you listening to me. We have our speakers that have come on board to share their stories. Now, the major thing is that if you don't tell your story, some other people will tell your story the wrong way. But you have to come out there, tell your stories, put yourself out there, be confident of yourself, have a personal brand for yourself. Using the three keys that bring to you clarity, consistency, and what? Contribution. These three key things are very important to your personal branding, and you have to go there, get the opportunity. Don't forget the project, the pitching project, and don't forget that by tomorrow you are going to be preaching to every one of us, and let's see what you are taking out there to the world. With this, I call it a day. I'm Rashida Adetu Okeolanyo, your facilitator for From Passion to Profession. Thank you very much, and let's see you again tomorrow.
Thank you,
Assalamu
ma'am.
alaikum
Jazakumullah
warahmatullahi
khairan.
wabarakatuh.
Bye.
Wa alaikum
So,
wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh. The link is still there for you. You can still go over again to watch it and learn more.
thank you.